Very, very highly detailed. We take a lot of pride in the haunt. We do a lot of detail. We have been rated as one of the scariest, again, as we discussed, in Las Vegas, because we've been set up in Las Vegas. And we had talked last year with Jeremy and Jeffrey about setting up for Halloween weekend here at home this year. So hopefully we can get the community to support us, and if so, then we'd love to set it here every year. I wouldn't say gory, but I would say scary. We don't do too much on the blood. But we do a lot of detail, and as you can see, we've spent a lot of time to do this upright. And like I said, once again, we're just hoping the people in Pahrump, embrace it and support this, so we can come back, every year, because it's a whole lot easier. Because we live here in Pahrump, so it's a whole lot easier for us to just travel a few miles than it is to take it all the way into Vegas every year.
And it affects more than the eyes. I mean, all of your senses are affected once you walk through.
Yeah, that's what we basically go after too. The darkness, the sound, because the senses that we attack is pretty much every single one of them. We go after the sense of sight, the sense of sound, the sense of smell. We didn't miss a trick inside, so we're going to get you coming from every direction.
All right. What age range would you suggest, Ray?
As far as kids go, the matinee is if it's a younger child, we would recommend the matinee, but a lot of people do bring their kids through, that are 6 and 7 and 8, and they go, well, is it okay for it? We're going to bring them through anyway, and we're like, hey, you got to sleep with them. So that being said, if it's timid and you're a little on the timid side, it's probably better to do the matinee.
But as you mentioned, later on in the evening, the gloves come off.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, the gloves come off and the monsters come out, and then it gets pretty ugly. I can promise you, you will run out the exit. You won't walk. This haunt is an average scare time anywhere from, we have a saying in the haunted house industry, people always say, well, how long does it take? And we're like, well, it depends on how fast you run. So that being said, we've had people in there for 30 minutes. We've had people in there for 15 minutes. It all depends, again, on how fast you run.